You face the boss of blades.
So today it is MLT 10. We are playing our round 1 against Beyond Bounds, and of course he is on Gideon. We are playing a very teched out Garruk deck for this tournament. And let's go ahead and see how I do. Alright, well, this is a pretty good hand. I think I just keep this. We have a Channeler, we have a Grudge Match, we have a Predator, we have a Shadow. It's pretty good. Oath of the Paladin. Interesting. And we are going second. Immediately passes the turn. I think I just double Channeler on one. I think that's just ridiculous, so I may as well just do that. Alright, he's got a frontline Paladin. We're just going to attack. Attack both. Blocks. And then we're going to drop a Curse Bearer. And we're going to pass. Not going to use Grudge Match quite yet. I want to get a little bit bigger board. Okay. Devoted Steed, putting it on the frontline Paladin. Passing the turn back to me. So we're going to go ahead and we are going to Grudge Match here. Which will take out this frontline Paladin here. We're going to axe up our Curse Bearer and we're just going for a full swing. Okay. So Curse Bearer will trade. That is a good trade for him. But the rest is going to put him down to 15. We do have a Silent Strike in hand, but there is a Paragon of Balance. So that is annoying. We are just going to take here. We're going to axe up our Channeler, and we're going to swing with it. He does do the block. So we're going to play our Goo. And we are going to pass with our 7/7 Goo. Arrestor Lavinia. Definitely a little bit annoying here. We are going to go ahead and play ourselves. I think I just Veil Cursed, to be honest. Veil Cursed is pretty good. I'm going to axe and attack. And if he blocks with Lavinia, I'm 100% Veil Cursed. He's going to take it. So we're going to drop the Elvish Archer, because that is really good against his Paragon. But we have a Death Shadow. So if we drop a Death Shadow, then Silent Strike, it's over. 10-point Avenger. That's good. Taking Lavinia. Okay. And then there is a front line, and it does have some flying here. So if we drop the Veil Cursed, it's not ideal. I think we'll just swing in with the Goo. I could also just axe the Goo. Axe the Goo is pretty good. He's got a lot of dudes, and they have 2 of them have armor, so that's annoying. So I'm going to drop the Blood Queen Drana, and I am going to axe her as well, and then pass the turn. Divine Smite taking out the Goo. It's a good play. Swinging in. Not swinging in with that. So he's 10 for 10. Thinking I'll just do this. And then I think I actually do trade here. That gives us a 3-mana Death Shadow. That's pretty good. Paragon of Balance. A little bit annoying. But that'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So we could just Flagrant Foul and drop a Death Shadow. Seems pretty good. Flagrant Foul and Death Shadow. Paragon on the board. Does he have a removal spell? He has Path to Exile. That is a bit annoying. We are blocking here. We're going to take a bit of damage. But Veil Curse here would clear his entire board, I believe. Just about. Hermitage. Okay. Elvish Archer is good. Dark Confidant is good. Veil Cursed. It's going to take out 2. We're hoping it takes out maybe the Pixie. Okay, no Pixie. We do get a couple blockers. We're dead, actually. Damn. And so he won game 1. He had Path to Exile to take our Shadow. Damn. Alright, looking at his list seems very tacked against the traditional Garruk deck. Now, if we had Gladecover, we would have been able to Gladecover, and there wouldn't be anything he could do against a warded Death Shadow. So that's what we're going to try and do this time. But he likely has a whole bunch of armor, Katars, Pixies, and Path to Exiles. But we have a Channeler, Consultant, and Goo. It's pretty good. I just keep the Channeler, and I will keep the Tracker Snare. Tracker Snare being pretty good. And we are going second again. It was a little bit greedy doing double Channeler on 1, I guess, too. Okay, there's the Steed on 1. Silent Strike, not particularly useful at this moment. Playing our Channeler. Frontline Paladin on the board. We're going to swing. Play a Curse Bearer. And put in our tech here, the Tracker's Snare. And we're not going to Axe. So likely he's got a 1, a 2 into a Paragon here. And if he does, we have Tracker Snare. There's a Thrappin Sentry. Devoted Steed. It is going to take our Tracker Snare here and give us a Veil Cursed. Pretty nice. We do have a Gladecover Warden. That's pretty good. We're just going to attack here with our Curse Bearer. And play ourselves a Gladecover Warden. So he just has a wide board here. And if he does have the Divine Smite, he's likely just going to take out our Warden. Trying to keep our creatures pretty good toughness. There is a Pixie Trickster, turning his Steed into a 3/3. That is pretty good. So he has a very big board, basically, at this point. We're going to attack with these. These seem pretty good. He's going to chump with his steed. That is good for us. I don't know why he didn't block the channeler with his steed, taking the channeler hit. We are going to drop ourselves a goo, and then pass back. Curse Bearer growing to a 3/3. Now, if he doesn't just have like a Paragon here or something, which it isn't actually good for the Pixie, we are going to 100% Veil Cursed on our turn. And we're obviously going to hope we hit the Pixie. Taking 3. There is the Paragon of Balance. Does get a pretty good board here. So if we do Veil Cursed, it's going to take out quite a bit of stuff. But I think the best play here is actually just to Flagrant Foul. And we're going to Flagrant Foul here. Swing with the goo. And just the goo. 7 damage being quite a lot of damage. He's just going to take it here, interestingly enough. And we are going to go ahead and pass back, keeping our board pretty big, if I do say so myself. Another Pixie hitting our goo. That is a bit annoying, but we have a bigger Curse Bearer than he has stuff. We take 1. Bro has a full board. So if we Veil Curse, it'll take out the Pixie and one of his 3/3s. That's good enough. Yeah, we're going to Veil Curse. And then we are going to go ahead and axe up one of the 3/3s here into a 4/1 and then full swing for 11. Trading Frogs. Taking some trample damage here. And going down to 10. So our plan is, if our Gladecover lives, we are going to play the Crab. It'll have Ward, and then we Silent Strike, and that should be game. Divine Smite. He's leaving the Gladecover on the board. That feels incorrect. He does not know what he has done. He has given me the game. We are going to Crab. Hit ourselves in the face. Then we are going to play ourselves. Play a Worm's Wake. Pop a Worm's Wake. Hasten the turn. And next turn, we just axe our Crab, Silent Strike, and that is lethal. Yep. Playing some dudes. Just playing some dudes. We got our Worm's Wake. We are going to axe the Crab, Silent Strike, and swing for exact lethal. And that is why we are playing Gladecover. Warden here. He left it on the board for so long, but he didn't draw any removal that he could use to deal with it anyway. So we are taking game 2. Alright, now it's time for the tiebreaker for round 1 versus Beyond Bounds and his Gideon deck. Gideon not necessarily being a tier character, but when it's in the right hands, such as a player as Beyond Bounds, it is a very scary deck. And this time we are going first. I'm going to keep it. I have a Chandler on 1. I don't have a 2, but I have a bunch of 2s. I have a Worm's Wake on 3 into a Goo. Very aggressive start. Especially for us going first. We have been able to Chandler on 1 with buff every game, which is great. But since he does get the extra card, he might be able to play to the board a little bit better. And we do have our attack here of Tracker Snare. Now that we know he knows that we have the Tracker Snare, he might just not play into it. We're going to pass. Attacking with our Chandler here. Grabbing and getting some armor. Play the Cranial, and we're going to pop up the Snare here. If he drops the Paragon, he's going to be in big trouble. Plays the Steed. Smart. He was saving the Steed, but Tracker Snare does still give us a draw, which is good. Xander Split, I am okay with just taking here. Big board. Not doing a lot with it, though. We're going to attack with our Chandler here. Block him with the front line. He's got a crazy board. So if he doesn't just Paragon next turn, we go for full clear. So the play here is, I think we just drop a Goo. Just a 5/5 Goo here. But he can just Divine Smite it too. The thing is, though, if he doesn't Paragon, which he didn't Paragon, Veil Curse is a full clear here. We're taking it. So the Goo made it so basically he was forced to Divine Smite, but yeah, that doesn't do anything for him here. Veil Curse is an absolute full clear here. And then we get to punch for 5. There's a Steed and a pass. We're going to Axe and we're going to swing. Let's take this ring. Double Worm's Wakes. Raise the card. If he has the fair fight here, it is annoying. Pinpoint, taking out our little guy here. Take a little bit of damage. Shieldsmith. And then we get our double Worm's Wakes. Cothapede being good if we are able to sneak in the Gladecover. Let's see. I'm gonna go. Could go Dark Confidant. Grudge Match with the Confidant. Take out the Shieldsmith. Wild Speaker's Fury. Take out the 3/4 without losing life. Swing with 2 5/5s. He decides to go to 9. There's an Arrest Lavinia. I am weirdly tempted to block here. I'm going to block here. It feels wrong, but it limits his creatures on board for a little bit, and yeah, Lavinia is pretty punishing. Moorland Haunt, getting an Ardent is kind of insane. Gladecover, Krav. What do we hit? I think we hit our own Gladecover. Axing our Krav. So we have a 9/6. We needed to draw our 1 of Silence, we're just like dead. I think. We can't go with the Pede. We have to block. We got a Veil Cover full clear, but we're still not great. And we didn't draw any Death Shadows. And it's just still a very close game. That's just how good of a player Beyond Bounds is. Pixie Trickstring, hitting our little guy here. And he has Leon the Healer that he got off the Ardent. So he does get a little bit of leeway. Study Shield. Oof. We're dead. Pixie Trickster hits us for 3, and that wins him the game. So, best I can do is just full swing and then die, because I can't beat a 3/1 flyer at this point. So we're going to go out honorably and play a Kothapade. Beyond Bounds winning the set in a 2-1, knocking us out round 1. Despite all of our attacks, he was able to play around them. Phenomenal player, previous teammate. Good game.